Getting up on the stage, guys. First of all, I love this individual's name. It sounds really, I can't think of a word right now. My vocabulary isn't that much. Just bullshit it is. So we got my man, take eggs. These white pants on. I'm gonna give me a bitch tonight. Watch. I'm gonna give me one tonight with these white pants on. Alright, I see y'all keep it up. Give it up for your man, Daniel. Come on now.
If I can give everything.
It's alright, it throws everyone off. It doesn't matter, you saw it on the poster. First off, happy birthday, Hyjinx. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man. I was measuring my dick the other day. And I was wondering how it measured up to other male penises. Or is the plural just penis? Maybe peni, Tennessee. Point being, I have huge dick, but not because I'm black or anything stereotypical, it's just its length relative to my diminutive height. But in my research, I happened upon an actual medical term. You can look it up. The official clinical term for a penis that is less than 3 inches when fully erect is in fact a micropenis, which is fucked up. And more for the physician than the patient, because how do you deliver that diagnosis with a straight face? But for me, it begged the question, what is the female equivalent or counterpart to a micropenis? And to my dismay, there isn't one, which is even more fucked up. So being a social advocate, I, Daniel Murden Austin, have taken it upon myself to make a movie to raise awareness of this genital injustice. And it is entitled Micropenis versus Megacunt. It's a creature feature. You see, Micropenis and Megacunt are both terrorizing the British townsfolk as they battle it out for social relevance. Micropenis shoots syphilitic semen, whereas Megacunt devours her victims whole. She doesn't kill them, mind you, because as we all know, anything that passes through her voluptuously engorged lips eventually falls back out, utterly drained of self-worth. Now, for the sake of realism, I think it's important that during the climax, Megacunt come out victorious over Micropenis. But so as not to upset the men's rights movement, I figure tickets for my movie will cost 20% more than the majority of movie tickets, so only white and Asian men can afford to see it. So, speaking of movies, I was watching a documentary recently called Hot Girls Wanted, the crux of which being that the state of California passed an ordinance requiring all pornographers to use condoms. So naturally, a significant portion of the industry relocated itself to Florida, which has no such laws, because nothing good happens in Florida. Which I can confidently say, having been born in Florida, which is proof positive it produces nothing but disappointment and despair. Like, if you're ever reading a news article and you see Florida in the headline, go ahead and just stop reading. Rest assured, nothing good has happened. Lassie has never rescued Timmy from the well in Florida. In Florida, Lassie snorts a line of meth and enlists the aid of a gang of steroid-enhanced manatees to run a bukkake train on Timmy and throw his small, hairless body into a sinkhole. What I'm saying is Florida is the diseased turd dangling from the pallet-covered colon that is Georgia, about to plop off in the never-clean truck stop urinal which is the Gulf of Mexico. A friend of mine asked me a while ago if I'd ever considered quitting my job and just doing comedy full-time. And actually the performing artist in me said yes. But then the agoraphobe that is me said, fuck all that. You see, eventually a professional comedian has to tour. Places like Florida. So the only way I could do that is if we form a national comics union and agree to only tour the southeastern United States via Skype. Then and only then would I consider it on the condition I could do all of my Skype performances while sitting on my toilet first thing in the morning downing a bottle of Everclear so as to better relate to my audience. What I'm saying is the only way I can watch heterosexual porn now is to exhaustively research the female performer to ensure she entered the industry at an age no younger than 22, having completed a degree in women's studies and social justice, and only entered the industry because she happens to be an enthusiastically sex-positive entrepreneur. Then and only then can I proceed to search out her least rapey scene, pop 2 roofies, and promise myself I'm not going to cry this time. And when a very progressive city like ours, I understand that it's fun and easy to poke fun at conservatives, Republicans, the low-hanging fruit of society, the Floridians, if you will. But I do actually agree with them on one thing, and that is the fact that I give exactly 0 fucks about climate change. And don't get the wrong idea, obviously climate change is real, yes, it is highly accelerated by human activity. But in the short term, if we're really concerned about melting ice caps and rising sea levels, we can take tankers to the glaciers, gather all that melting ice, freeze it, and put it back. Just that simple. I call it Project Ice Tray. And in the long term, we're a resilient, resourceful species, and there's a certain depth underground where temperatures actually remain constant. So all we have to do is go there and live like mole people, communicating via Morse code by banging our heads against the wall. We can illumine the whole thing with advanced LED technology. It'll be all crystal caves and shit. What I'm saying is we need to fulfill the dream of Fraggle Rock. Now some of you may be wondering, but Daniel, how will we power this peculiar apparatus of yours? The answer, again, very elegant. We cover the surface with solar panels, which work like gangbusters without an atmosphere. Plus, we will have effectively transformed our small island home into a cosmic disco ball within the orbit of which advanced civilizations can throw raves. Truly, we will have done the Lord's work. But here's the issue. You guys aren't really concerned with human lives, are you? No. That's never what I hear. It's always coral or polar bears. All the polar bears are going to go extinct. It's tragic. But let me ask you this. Less than 100 years ago, there was this thing called the Holocaust. And this guy named Adolf Hitler killed like 6 million Jews and a whole bunch of other people. Where were your precious polar bears during that shit? You mean to tell me Hitler just wasn't on their radar? Now some of you are looking at me like I'm crazy. You're thinking, oh, but Daniel, polar bears don't have radar. That's not my fault either. Maybe had they evolved a little faster and developed radar, they would have known we were killing the planet and could have planned for it like we're about to do. What I'm saying is I'm sick and tired of people making excuses for polar bears. They've seen us, they've seen our technology, they know what we can do. They've seen me use a smartphone. But when's the last time you saw a polar bear post hashtag Black Lives Matter? Answer, never. Hashtag truth. And why? Because polar bears are assholes. That's why. Fuck them. Fuck polar bears. Fuck a polar bear, run in his ass, and make his mother watch. Just run it behind him, club him like a baby seal, grab him by his coat, and run your stiff, hard cock deep inside his fuzzy little mailbox. Maybe frag him a few times in the kidneys and give him a couple of donkey punches before you finish him off with a hot, thick, mercurial cream pie and choke him out like Smollett. Then while he's still unconscious, you can walk around to the front, use his tongue to mop off, piss on him, bump him in the forehead, come to execution style, and throw that motherfucker in the ocean. Hashtag fuck a bear. Or maybe I just need to stop watching Fox News. Happy birthday, Hyjinx.
Too much